What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Chasing LA Season 2, Episode 4. Now, before we get back to the Just Like We Met, Never Met party, we have this scene between Poetic and Rock where they're meeting each other over at Rock's house. We find out he has an in-home studio situation where he makes music there. And the two of them do bond over a couple of things. One, they bond over the fact that they both do music. They bond over the fact that they both were in the military. Rock was Air Force. Poetic was Army. Rock said he was a nurse. He got burnt out. They bond over the fact that they both had some traumatic experiences. Rock had a very traumatic childhood where he lost his mom and his grandmother like in the same year. Rock said, same thing happened to me. I lost my mom and my grandmom, in the same, in a very short time period. And so they have a lot in common, and they were able to sort of bond off of that. Rock talked about being engaged and how his engagement was called off. He had the deaths in his family, and then that's when he went into a deep depression. And so he said, he got the help he needed. He's on his meds, and that's where he is today. And he got into music. So they were able to have, really bond off of it. And they decided they were going to go to this party over at Jeremy's house, even though I don't think Poetic was at the party. But they decided they all going to go, and since they the new guys, they're going to kind of try to, have each other's back kind of thing. So then we get back to the party, child. Like I said, everybody is there. We see King Payne show up, and of course, immediately it is shade. And what I mean by everybody is there, Nicole is there, Rock is there, Andre, King Fly, Hershey LaCour, and Jeremy. I don't remember seeing Poetic. He might have been there, but I really don't remember seeing him. Anyway, so as soon as King Payne shows up, it is just drama. King Payne doesn't really speak to Andre and King Fly, and they're, kind of looking at each other, throwing shade or whatever, and the mood changes as soon as he comes in. It ain't 100% his fault, but the mood just switches. Then we see William the Baddest coming down the hall in that damn money jumpsuit that we done seen him wear 5,000 times at this point. And he comes in the room talking about he William the Baddest, the fattest white boy, and da-da-da-da-da, and where my shots at. And of course, everybody is looking at him like, girl, what? Nicole is like, what the hell? She calling him, listen. Now, y'all know I be giving Nicole a hard time with her shade, but baby, she called him Malibu's most wanted. She called him Malibu's most wanted. Woo! Baby, Malibu's most wanted. I said, you know what? That is probably the most accurate. Oh, that was good to me. Anyway, so of course everybody is looking like whatever, child. They go through and they do introductions. The introductions go pretty decent until it gets to Andre. Because now Andre is on 20, right? And he's talking about who he is and how you can Google him and what comes up when you Google him. And he's been here and he's done this and he's done that. And he's throwing a lot of shade at King Payne. So while the rest of the group is introducing themselves, they get Jayla to call. So Jayla calls in because comments were being made about Jayla not being there. Because Nicole was like, she ain't here again. Like, she already was a no-show at my event. She a no-show at this event. What's really good? Like, why she don't show up to nothing? And again, like I said in my last review, girl, if you ain't gonna come to nothing, you a friend of. You are not a main cast. But again, we are only on episode 4, so I don't know. She said she was in surgery. And she was recovering from her surgery. Now, Nicole, here you go again with your shadiness. Nicole talking about something. She looked like she at the dollar store to me. What she mean she in surgery? She looked like she walking around the dollar store. First of all, you being shady because that was unnecessary. Second of all, both things can be true. She could be recovering from surgery and be at the damn Family Dollar. She could be at the CVS picking up prescriptions. She could be at the grocery store getting some soup. We don't know what kind of surgery she had. We are still in the middle of a panorama. Maybe her doctor told her she don't need to be around. Well, I guess if she was at the store, she was around people. Okay, I'm gonna back up off of that argument, because if she was at the store, she was around people. But maybe she ain't need to be out and she was just picking up a prescription, or she was just picking up some soup, okay? And if she was at the dollar store, so what? Maybe she was getting some dollar soup. But neither here nor there, she won't there. And I don't think it was that serious for Nicole. Like, Nicole, you don't even know her. Why are you making a big deal about it? Why are you tripping off of it? You don't even know her. Girl. Nicole, you be doing a lot. I be trying to work with you, Nicole, because, I talked to you down to the Instagram. I had a good conversation with you on your live and all of that. But, girl, you be doing too much. You be doing too much. Too much. So we decided we're going to ask questions. And the first question they pull out the box is a shady-ass question. The first question they pull out the box, I'm going to find another word other than shady. I feel like I use shady a lot. I'm going to have to go through my thesaurus, and I'm going to come up with another word. But anyway, the first question said, who don't you see it for in the room? Now, Rock was the one that pulled the question. Now, the rules are, you can, if you pull the question, you can either answer the question or you can pass it to somebody in the room. But if you pass it to somebody in the room, then you have to answer the very next question. So Rock passed it to William the Baddest. Now, why he gave it to William the Baddest, I don't know. But this how I know you're not William the Baddest. You know how I know you're not William the Baddest? Because you punted on that damn question, sir. Because the question said, who don't you see it for in the room? Now, you had just got finished talking all this shit about Nicole in your confessional. And I know y'all do the green screens after the fact, but if you felt like that after the fact, you felt like that in the moment. Now, you was talking all this shit about Nicole and how she coming for Jayla, and Jayla is your friend, and why she worried about what's going on with Jayla, and she need to just back up off Jayla, and she need to chill out. So in that moment, the person you did not see it for was Nicole. But what you did was you punted because you was too chicken shit to say somebody's name in that room. So you talking about something, oh, well, the person that I don't see it for is me. Bitch, what? That don't even make no damn sense, William. What you mean the person you don't see it for is you? How you pick yourself? Who does that? Who picks their self? That didn't make no damn sense. And you gave some explanation. But it's not even worth me sitting here trying to tell you what the explanation was. Because the explanation don't make no damn sense. Okay? So then the next question was, who do you think makes the best music? And of course, Rock had to answer the question. And Rock said, me, of course. William, that's what people do. When people have self-esteem like you be claiming you have, that is what people do. People do not pick themselves. He would have been foolish to say, oh, well, my music is the worst, so let me pick somebody else in the room. He was like mine. Now, whether you agree or not, that's another conversation. That's another conversation. These people. Then Andre gets upset and he ends up leaving out the room. King Fly takes him out. So the two of them are outside. Jeremy goes to check on them because King Fly was like, I know my friend and I know he is about to pop. He is about to blow his stack. So let me take him out so we can talk. He can calm down before he before he ruins the whole party. So Jeremy comes out there and Andre is upset about the LLC. It's the first time he's really seen King Pain since the reunion. And he's just in his feelings. Like, it's raw for him right now with the whole LLC situation. He's really, really upset. And I understand. Like, I feel you. I do. I ain't gonna front. I feel you. I understand why you upset. I do. But then he starts talking about Jeremy and how he feel like Jeremy be playing both sides and how Jeremy, was throwing shade at him too. And Jeremy did say something shady, but Jeremy was like, boy, I've seen you a million times. Like, you still mad? Like, you mad about something I said last year? Why you ain't tell me last year? Why are we talking about it now? Why are you bringing it up in this moment? So they work it out or whatever, and they end up going back inside, child. So they get back inside, and now, while they were outside, the questions were still going on inside. So one of the questions was something along the effect of, would you show up to a theme party out of theme? So I was like, who put that question in the box? And nobody, Nicole, you put that question in the box, didn't you? You put that question, you slid that question in there because don't nobody give a fuck but you. Nobody gives a damn about somebody showing up to a theme party out of theme that far away. Like King Fly said, child, we done had Christmas, Valentine's Day, Flag Day, Arbor Day, Memorial Day, Groundhog Day. Girl, you are still stuck on Friendsgiving? So King Fly was like, I'm gonna have to just pull her aside because she is really doing a lot, and she is. I'm not understanding why she's still feeling how she feel. But we're gonna talk about it, okay? We're gonna clear this thing up because I thought we was good, okay? But she is still talking about what happened at Friendsgiving, and we need to clear this up. We just really need to clear the air, okay? Now, while this was going on, Andre ends up having another meltdown. And Andre starts talking about the LLC. And he is going off about King Payne buying his LLC. And why would he do that? And he's proving to the people that he owns his LLC. And he's showing documentation about who owns what. And how an LLC is only good for a year. And it's been a year. And King Payne arguing. And Jeremy. It's a whole situation. Jeremy get mad because they being loud, and he worried about getting a noise complaint. He worried about getting put out his damn apartment. And then Rock, people was in the hallway. Jeremy told them, get their asses out the hallway. And Rock said something, and Jeremy was like, well, y'all can just get the fuck out, bitch, or something like that. And Rock was like, I don't know who you think I am, but I'm going to tell you who I'm not. What you're not going to do is be calling me out my name. I ain't nobody's bitch. So Rock mad. But Jeremy, to Jeremy's credit, he did go and apologize to Rock. He said, listen, I took it out on you. I was upset. I was frustrated, and I took it out on you, and I apologized. He said, but I wasn't calling you a bitch. I was just saying, y'all get y'all bitch asses back in here. But I do apologize. Now, Rock was like, I appreciate that, but give me a minute because I'm mad and I need a minute to de-escalate. Just let me do what I do. Let me do my thing. Let me de-escalate myself. And I understand where he coming from because that's how I am. Once I'm mad, I'm mad. You can apologize and I can accept your apology and we can move forward. But baby, I need a minute. I need a minute. Let me de-escalate. Leave me alone. And let me bring myself back down. Okay, I need a minute, okay? Now, while all of this is going on the inside, now we got all kinds of arguments going on the inside, child. Nicole, she trying to clear the air. She trying to make peace. No, before Nicole, no. I'm trying to look at my notes because so much happened, child. I got to make sure I'm going down. Jeremy and Rod. Okay. So that's when Hershey and King Payne go off. Now, that's the infamous that everybody's been talking about because Hershey has always given us cool, calm, collected. But, baby, Hershey got into it with King Payne because this, at the end of the day, Hershey's thing is you came in here with that energy. You came in here on some bullshit. And to be fair, Hershey said both of y'all. So she was talking about King Payne and Andre. She said both of y'all came in here with an attitude. Both of y'all were looking for this fight. Like, y'all were both, but King Payne was like, but I wasn't. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm the only one that's not yelling. I'm the only one that's not arguing. But let's be honest, King Payne, you the only one not yelling, but you were being very passive aggressive. You were being very condescending in your tone. You were really, there's ways to still set shit off without yelling and screaming. And you were doing it. Your affect, your tone, everything you were doing was to set Andre off. You was mumbling under your breath. You was making comments about Andre's OnlyFans. Like, let's not act like you weren't doing nothing, King Payne. So King Payne and Hershey get into a child, and they get to going back and forth. And King Payne had a nerve to say, if it wasn't for him, Hershey wouldn't be put on. He said, Hershey, you was broke until I made a comment last season about how drag queens don't make no money, and so people felt sorry for you, and so people started giving you money, and if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be on. And Hershey was like, boy, what? Like, I've been a drag queen for 6 years. What are you talking about? Like, I am Hershey LaCour-Jete. Like, what are you, sir, what? So the two of them arguing, child. So then Nicole was trying, to her credit, I feel like Nicole was trying to de-escalate the whole damn situation, because at this point, Jeremy outside on the phone with somebody talking about he mad, they filming, he not even in his own apartment no more. King Payne on the phone with somebody, I don't know what King Payne talking about. Her, she mad. She trying over, or he over in the corner trying to de-escalate himself. Rock's still out in the hallway trying to de-escalate. The camera people all over the place trying to get it. Jeremy talking to Quentin, talking to the producer. No, King Payne talking to the producer, trying to, plead his case about the situation. And at the end of the day, William and Nicole end up getting into it. Because Nicole called William Malibu's most wanted to his face. I'm sorry. That shit is funny to me. That Malibu's most wanted takes me out, okay? But then he got mad, and now he in Nicole's face. Nicole said, listen, what I'm not going to sit here and do, she's like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with no white boy in a money leotard with 2 pink braids on top of his head. I will go home. I don't need this in my life, okay? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Child. And that's where the episode ended. Honey, it was so much going on in this episode. You see, I had to write all these notes. Well, this happened, and that happened, and that happened, and that happened. Because if not, I wouldn't have got none of this, okay? Anyway, that's where the episode ended. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.